Cancer, welcome to your in-depth reading for yours and theirs. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. We're going to build your baseline, clarify, and then towards the end, we're going to put down some oracles and charms. Yeah, we're going to do the whole thing today, and we're going to do it under 50. I've been doing pretty good, if you can believe it. What's up, water cousin? How we doing? I hope you are well. Leo season, honey, what can I say? I feel it every year. Every year. And you know me. You know how I feel about it. You know, I'm cleavage friendly. So if it offends anyone, well, hi, my name's Christina. Welcome to Sassy Scorpion Tarot. Sometimes I dress up, sometimes I don't. Today we did. I know, honey, I know you don't have a problem with it, but every now and again I get up. What can I say? I know. What can you say? I know you feel it. I know you understand. What's going on, please, for Cancer and their person? Show me Cancer and their person. Yes, common question, yours and theirs. Does it have to be significant other, spouse, lover? No. It's a dynamic I'm describing. That's it. That could be a relationship you have with anyone, family, friend, that kind of thing. It is read from the point of view of love, however, but yeah, it's the dynamic as you see fit as I'm best describing it. Let's see, Virgo. Had a great contrast with them. I read them, someone in their immediate household, and then possibly a family member, you know? I don't know. We can't all just assume that's love. But I'll tell you what, according to the water signs here, Scorpio went one way, Pisces went another, and now I'm wondering about you. What are you going to do? What's Cancer up to? What's going on? Show me Cancer, please. Show me Cancer in their person. Show me Cancer in their person. Regardless, basic rules apply. Take what resonates, leave what does not. And reverse energy says it applies more so in yours and theirs. Energy exchange, interchange is very real, rapid, flowing, and ever moving. Okay? So yes. If the message makes you upset, angry, frankly, just pissed off, okay, I understand. I want you to pause it, watch it later, or don't watch it at all. You have free will, and I will always advocate that you do what's in your best interest. I don't want you just sitting there getting upset. You won't take anything from it, okay? It either doesn't fit you, and you're kind of trying to force it to fit so it makes sense, and it's just increasing your frustration. Don't do it. Check your other placements. They're not all going to resonate, guys. It's collective readings. That's it. Just check your other placements. Or there's a seed of truth in there, and it's vibrating, even if it's a little uncomfortable. I would advise you then to still pause it, but challenge you to watch it later when you're in a better place. There's something in there for you. That's it. There you go. That's it, my Cancers. What's going on? Show me Cancer, please. Show me Cancer in their person. Of course, I'm sure many of you will recognize the beautiful, the classic Arcanum. I've been working with the Arcanum for years, and I've replaced it many, many times. So to be honest with you, it is beautiful, but it wears down pretty quickly. But, yeah, like I said, I've been working with it for years. Seven of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups. Okay, I know that's not impressive, but let me tell you why I'm actually not upset with this. Something that you've been trying to dodge, it's uncomfortable, you're reversing it, and you're going in. Good. You're not giving yourself enough credit. Okay? If you can avoid uncomfortable feelings, you can deep dive into them too. And I know that it's not always comfortable. It's not always a comfortable experience. So I know that's not terribly mind-blowing, and it doesn't feel... thanks, Christina. Just, I actually like that. Typically when I see a Seven of Swords, very rarely does anyone turn around and be like, you know what, I shouldn't avoid that. I should probably look at it. No. Avoidance is avoidance is avoidance, and we've had that discussion before. I have with Libra, and oh boy, did people get pissed off. But it's true to the human existence. Sometimes we're just not equipped to handle something right there, right then, so we avoid it. You know, I tend to be very confrontational myself, but there are some things that are so uncomfortable with me that even I'm like, let's put that topic off for another day. Even I do it. So, Seven of Swords, I don't want to deal with that. I ain't trying to look at it. Four of Swords, okay, time out. I consent that this might be something I need to look at and possibly heal myself over. Correct. Four of Cups, because I don't feel good. So maybe I should address this. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Page of Swords, the Five of Cups, Ten of Swords. Holy shit. Page of Swords, Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, they're not doing too well either. They're not doing too well either. You and whomever it is you're attached to. Okay? You're both in pain. The Hierophant, Two of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. I don't know if there is a commitment here. I don't know. The Hierophant doesn't necessarily mean that verbatim right away. It's just a commitment to our truths as we best understand it. I say yes to this, I say no to this. It's a willingness to understand the higher self and what it is that we allow ourselves to get involved in and to what degree and what we sign up for, the agenda, the rules, that kind of thing. And we're questioning that heavily. We are questioning this heavily. We don't have an answer yet. There's a lot of pain here. But it seems neither one of you has a full answer to this question about what to do with this. This, whatever it is we're looking at, this commitment. Are we still engaging in it in the same way and at the same level? Does it still mean the same thing to both of us? Now, I don't know what that is. I need to clarify. I know you're hurt and upset, but I applaud you. I do, because you're turning around and forcing yourself to look at it instead of dodging the bullet like Neo, right? That bullet, and he goes, whoa, okay, I know that's what you used to do. And you're like, I can't, I gotta look at this. And I suggest you do, because whoever's in here with you, they're not looking too hard. They're just feeling pain, but not necessarily doing anything about it. So between the two of you, somebody needs to start doing some work here to understand. It takes two to fix, but it can start with one person allowing themselves to have insight. If two people are not allowing insight, somebody's got to break the tension and start looking at that shit. I know, there's a lot of pain here today, boo-boo. There is so much pain here today, honey. Honey, there's just so much pain here today. I only start them over if there's no resolution, so I'm pitching for some resolution. I mean, don't get me wrong, real terror is real life. But I need to see some resolve on this. I need to see a willingness to fix, to look, to pry. Okay. 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 Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I don't argue with endings. If they're in the best interest of two miserable people, so be it. But there's a huge question here of this commitment, and is there anything left to expect from it? That's a reasonable question, and one that does need to be looked at by both people. Okay, show me the Three of Swords. And again, I feel like it's a commitment. I don't know that yet, but let's keep on. Let's keep on keeping on. Show me that Three of Swords, please. That could be anything, honey. That could be anything. Boyfriend, girlfriend, something that you and I agreed upon. We've been together forever, blah, piece of paper, whatever. I don't know, whatever shape it takes. It's just something that two people agreed to, bare minimum. Okay? Show me that Three of Swords. Or to you, is that a commitment to thyself? Is that too? Am I, in the choices I'm making in this connection, are they the best representation of me and what I stand up for? You want some Taurus in your chart. Show me that Three of Swords, please. Could be connecting to one, not the point. It's just the most prominent power energy by far in here today. A lot of sword as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Death, I know. Oh my God, baby. Honey, you're hurting me with this today. You're hurting me. Christina, okay, try being me, bitch. I understand. Well, shit, I'm not past the 10 minute. I said what I said. If you're sensitive to swearing, I do understand. Please also understand from my point of view, Christina, of Sassy Scorpion Tarot, I swear. There you go. Okay. Three of Swords, honey, oh my God. Jesus, this one's not going to be popular, is it? It's a good thing I'm not in this for popularity. People ask me all the time, how come you don't have 500,000 subs? How come you don't have 600,000, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you why. It's because of shit like this. That's why. Because I'll make myself sit here and read it. Because real tarot is real life, and I respect my audience too much, and I respect my own work too much to do the nonsense and the bullshit and the fluffer energy. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. And it's so disrespectful to the human existence to act like what I'm saying isn't what I'm saying. Just to blow smoke up your ass to get views. I can't do it. And that's why. That's why. People say, I'm mean, honey. I'm honest. Sometimes that is being mean, though. I know. 3 of Swords. Pain. 8 of Cups. Emotional detachment. 8 of Pentacles. Working through it. Death. It's somebody here just doesn't have it in them to work on this anymore. And I mean literally. 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 Does not have it in them to work on this anymore. It's just pain and noise. They're just so emotionally checked out. It's so gone. You know, it's punching up hollow. It's a lot of lethargy. I don't have the willingness in it. Someone's emotions are absent, but also pain at the same time. That's what we get when we have a lot of long-standing emotional disappointment and no relief. You kind of just get used to the numbness, and it reinforces the pain, and then the pain just reinforces the numbness. It's not pretty. All right, and there's some things in here that you have not wanted to look at, and now I believe you're looking at them. We'll go ahead and do our due diligence. Let's take a look at that 7 of Swords. Show me that 7 of Swords, please. Show me that 7 of Swords. Show me that 7 of Swords. I feel like you and Libra have been putting me through it lately, and I don't know what's going on, but they've had some rough reads too. Show me that 7 of Swords, please. Ace of Cups, fullness of 10 of Cups, the 6 of Cups. At some point on your timeline, love was introduced to you with a soul bond. It had the potential to be huge. It was declined. I don't know why. Your reasons are your reasons. Is something that you're acknowledging and you're looking back over your shoulder. Is something that you've been trying to avoid for a long time, looking at specifically as well as feeling it. I don't know who that is, but it's powerful, and it crosses your heart powerfully. It makes it beat fast and very loud. It's some sort of unique connection. Someone that you, I believe, strongly desired to be part of your emotional support system, that represented an opportunity in new love, as well as emotional stability for the long term. You declined it at some point. I don't know when on your timeline, and I'm not doing all that. I just know that that's the Cancer I'm looking at, but again, reverse energy says it applies. I don't know that it's this person. We'll get to that. That's pretty intense, man. 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups, the Ace of Cups. No. We said no. Even if you didn't say no, spiritually, you leaned away from it. Mentally, you leaned away from it. Okay. You had your reasons. And I believe you're looking at those reasons now. Why did I walk away from that opportunity? Why did I decline that soul bond? Why did I not step into that love? Because it's just pure love, and it was unconditional, patient, loving love. You could. It's a billboard on a highway. It's like you can't miss it. You knew what it was. You felt it. Even while you might have been declining it or leaning away from it, you might have told yourself, no, that's not it, but you felt it. You felt it. There's no way you didn't feel that. You could tell yourself mentally whatever it is you needed to tell yourself, but there's no way you couldn't not feel that. So that 4 of Swords, you're resting on it now. I know you didn't want to think about it before. That's changing. You're thinking about this and other things. Some of this. Show me that 4 of Swords. Show me that 4 of Swords. Show me that 4 of Swords. Why do you think about, obviously with an energy like that and that soul bond, honey, that's unique stuff. It was kind of an all-in-one package type thing. It was marked with new, with the oldness of I know you, and that beautiful, inexplicable soul bond energy that confuses us. How could I have just met you and I feel like I've known you? You're so different. That's usually the first marker, that you're so different, and I can't really explain why. I feel like I'm connected to you, and I don't know why. And that's kind of like that. That's what that Six of Cups is. And it had the potential to grow into a 10, to be part of your life, your world on a long term. Your reasons are your reasons, but you're reflecting on it. You're reflecting on it now. Show me that Four of Swords. 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 Show me that Four of Swords, please. Three of Cups, Three of Swords. King of Swords. Pain. You're healing on this now. You're healing on this very subject now. You're looking at it now with kind of a hard mind, but nevertheless you're doing it, so I give you full credit for it. You're looking at it now, and that's what matters. Okay? I will insist upon that till the day I die. You can dodge something and not want to look at it and avoid it. And so when somebody does, when they turn pivot on their foot and say, I must acknowledge this, I will always give you full credit for that. That's the bravest thing you can do. It's one of the bravest things that you can do, is to be confrontational with the self. It's so hard, I know. It's very hard. But you're doing it, and I give you full credit for it. Take your time. Looking at this is no easy thing. Looking at this, why you did it, that's all up to you. I can't tell you what your motivation was. You might have said, like I said, what you needed to justify leaning away from it, to not get involved, or to decline it. But you had to have felt that. I mean, it beat loud for this. I'm trying to be very sensitive with you right now because you deserve it. Okay? And also I'm very sympathetic by nature. I tend to rip hardest on the people who refuse to see. Because it says you don't really want to learn. So when somebody says, I'm trying to learn, and no matter how much it hurts, that's when I am like this the most. So take your time. It's gonna hurt. You're resting on this now. You're healing on this now. You're thinking about it now. And connecting with this, what it felt like to participate in it, to be hurt by it. It felt good when it felt good, and it felt like it felt when it felt the way it did, and how it hurt you and why. What it meant to decline this, what it meant to not take it. It takes guts to look at that. And the Four of Cups and the disappointment. The hurt and the disappointment. Show me that Four of Cups, please. Show me that Four of Cups, please. Show me that Four of Cups. Show me that Four of Cups. Show me that Four of Cups, please. Let's just get this out of the way right now. Okay, let's just get it out of the way. If somebody in this scenario is spoken for, okay, be it you or whomever that is, it kind of already explains a lot already. Okay? That did not mean, that's no safety of the heart. There's no guarantee. It's like, oh, well, that person's taken, so I can't possibly be in danger, or I can't possibly fall in love. I promise you it's not true. The heart cannot be contained always by the laws. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. All right, just in case, because I have to say the Hierophant is here, the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords. It's a possibility that it was an outside energy that was perfect for you at the most imperfect time. It could be like that, yeah. Or somebody here is connected. We shall see. Show me that Four of Cups, please. Show me that Four of Cups. Show me that Four of Cups. I think I've seen something. I can't commit to it completely. I can't commit to it completely, but I want to say I saw a situational type thing for your last mid-month. I can't fully recall, honey. I'm sorry. I just do this so much. I can't recall them all. Two of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. There was confusion here and disappointment about how to invest in the love. Not being able to time, delay, the inability to give more, wanting to give more. Somebody was hurt. We couldn't get it past the options. Not being able to make up one's mind about what to give and how to give it. It was too confusing. You know, and it was disappointment on all sides. Just not being able to give more than just an option or a passing glance or something that went beyond the surface of emotions. Giving to it in the real world, not just feeling it. That's the potential of it blown up, magnified by 100. But when it came down to reality and the expression of it, it was bare minimum. It was bare bones. And the give and take wasn't where anybody wanted it to be. We didn't know how to give the give and take in any one direction. It's quite overwhelming. It's quite confusing and overwhelming. The point is, just keep in mind, you're learning. And we're learning to distinguish feelings here. I need to jump over here to the side, because I don't know who this is anymore. So let's take a look. Page of Swords, Five of Cups, Ten of Swords. That's a lot of pain. That's a lot of disappointment. That's a lot of hurt. I don't know if it's the soul bond that we kind of rejected, or if it's somebody's sort of commitment partner. Show me that Page of Swords, please. Show me that Page of Swords. Show me this Page of Swords, please. I just know that somebody here says, I cannot put any more work into this. It hurts way too much. I don't know which situation it is. Show me that Page of Swords. Show me that Page of Swords. It's like, well, if Scorpio went this way and Pisces went this way, Cancer's like, I'm going this way. Yes, you are. Show me that Page of Swords, please. Show me that Page of Swords. 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 Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. Yeah, I would say that's a lot of non-activity. A lot of non-activity. I need to see this Five of Cups, please. Despite the potential of activity here, somebody is showing me stability and balance, but they don't think too much of it. It's kind of there. It's just kind of taken for granted. What is this Five of Cups, please? Those are big concepts. Six and Ten of Pentacles. That says stability. That says a ratio of back and forth, predictability. And they're not looking to expand their knowledge base on it. They're saying everything's good as it is. The Hanged Man. Everything is where it needs to be. The components are in place. They're saying it's fine. It's kind of the day-to-day world that seems to be in place, taken for granted, or just not much thought about. It's different. Show me that Five of Cups, please. Show me that disappointment, please. That sadness. What is this? Show me that Five of Cups, please. I don't know. I don't take that kind of foundation for granted, I guess, because I know what it's like to build one. So I don't know. Page of Swords to Page of Pentacles. This person says they're fine, but they're not. They don't really look into it too deeply. They're saying they're fine, everything as is. They're not. They're disappointed too, but they're showing me pages. They're not willing to learn or look into it too deeply. They have a foundation, they say, in place with you, and they're not trying to question it. Like I said, they have a foundation in play. They have a back and forth with you that's everyday exchange rate that is consistent. And I suppose it's stable. Emotionally, it's not stable, but that's the part they seem to be least focused on. They seem to say that's not the point. The point is the foundation, or the consistency, the reliability. That's what they say is important. They themselves are personally disappointed with their own personal happiness. In other words, they're not happy personally. Nine of Cups. This is individual emotionality. My wish fulfillment. They're saying they are not personally wish fulfilled. They are not personally satisfied. But hey, the foundation's in place and it's stable, and that's all they care about. Page, page, page. I'm not trying to look at this too hard. I don't want to look into this topic very hard, they're saying. I'm secure, or we're secure, and that's what matters. It's a little too blunt for me, but it is honest. It's a little rough. It's a little small, but it's honest. They're saying I don't want to look into it. I don't want to investigate. My personal happiness aside, this is the gig. This is the deal. This is what I'm committed to. Ooh. They're saying the emotion piece, that their personal disappointment doesn't matter. I disagree, because now they're showing me Ten of Swords. So that's what happens when we lie to ourselves about our personal happiness. Doesn't mean anything, because then you end up getting that result. Turns out, yes, it does. You're not just meant to feed your material world exclusively. You're meant to feed yourself as a person too. Because if you can't be happy with you, you're sure as hell aren't going to be happy with someone else. It doesn't matter how stable it is. You take you with wherever the hell you go. You can never get away from you. You know, so if you're going into something, I'm stable as fuck, but I'm also a miserable asshole. Oh boy, that sounds like fun. Let's share that life, shall we? So I don't... I have no doubt they help contribute to the Ten of Pentacles, the Tree of Life, the roots that touch many, many things. So we got personal finances here, personal career, personal family, network, connectivity. It's very extensive. It's busy. But they're also saying it hasn't changed and I don't want it to. And forget my personal happiness. Don't worry about it. Okay. Show me that Ten of Swords, please. A little too brusque for me. A little too brisk. A little too brusque. Show me that Ten of Swords, please. Show me that Ten of Swords. Show me that Ten of Swords. Show me that Ten of Swords. You're showing me activity of a whole other kind that seems to have naught to do with this, I think. Show me that Ten of Swords. Strength, the Queen of Wands, the Sun, heavy Leo and or Sag energy here. They're saying I'm in pain, but it's fine. I'm fine. This is my happiness. I'm saying that even while I'm in pain. This is my happiness, and I mean it. Strength. Isn't it nice? That's a forced smile. That's a really forced smile. This is totally what I want. They've already made it clear. They're saying what they personally feel doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Yeah. Ten of Swords, clarified by strength, the Queen of Wands, and the Sun. It's a weird juxtaposition. Like, this is what I want. It's like, it reminds me of Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. It's these overly plasticized faces, even while they're burning and melting. Oh, aren't we happy? Yeah, that's exactly what this is reminding me of. It's like Black Hole Sun over here with this. I know I've said that before, I apologize, but, well, I don't remember with who. But I just, yeah, you look like you're doing great. Now, they might just have a lot of fire in them, specifically Leo and Sag. I'm having a hard time believing this. They're like, I got it. I got the strength to be happy, even though I'm in exquisite pain. Or they're trying really hard at some point in the future to get fucking happy. Now, where'd that motivation come from? Was it because of a threat of an ending? oh, I'll suddenly be happy now if I understand that this could be ending, then I'll put on my happy face? Is that what that is? That's just as disturbing. Because it's a lie. And the reason I know it's a lie is because they've already told me what I feel about this doesn't matter. And I'm not trying to grow or expand and change in my own sense of personal happiness. This is what matters. So long as this doesn't change, I'll be fine. So, did they suddenly have a change of spirit when there was a threat of an ending here? Oh my. Is that what that is? Are you having a discussion with this person about how unhappy you are? Is that when they decide to pep up? To have a little energy drink? Suddenly they're sunshiny? I don't trust that. It's not consistent. Anybody will be motivated to do anything under torture or say threat of an ending. It's like, oh, I better get my energetic shit together. They say they're unhappy. If they're not, does that mean that stability is in jeopardy? Well, I had better go get a tan and take my B12. That should perk me up. What? Sorry. I know I'm getting lost in that. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust emotional turnaround like that. I don't trust it. You're Cancer. I know you understand. I know you understand. I mean, you know that, right? When somebody just flips on their emotions like that. Oh, yeah, no, suddenly I just remembered I should be happy. I don't know about that. Let's see this. You got an interesting story here today. Unless you're living it, then I'm sure it's not very interesting. I was like, no, this is torture. I understand. I'm just trying to... I'm puzzling through this, honey. I'm puzzling through this as much as you are. This is very interesting. And it's not this. I'm sorry, it's just not. Let's check out the old Hierophant here, please. Show me that Hierophant. Show me that Hierophant. Show me that Hierophant, please. I should remember to be happy. They might start taking my unhappiness seriously. Be authentic, man. If you're unhappy, own that shit. Own it. But don't suddenly act like you're happy because of a threat of an ending. What is that? No, I don't like that. I don't trust that kind of turnaround. Sorry. That's fixed water, though. That's fixed water. That's fixed water. I trust what's there, not what suddenly appears. That's fixed water, though. No, it's... I trust with what's there, not suddenly what just shows up overnight. Like, well, Christina, some people are more emotionally flexible than you. That's true. That is absolutely true. I can't say that that's not true. I can't say that that's not true. Show me the Hierophant, please. Show me the Hierophant. Show me the Hierophant. That's true. You and Pisces are much more emotionally elastic than Scorpio is. That's absolutely true. King of Swords, the Five of Swords, Justice. Somebody here, and it is singular. It's either you or whoever is in this concept of balance that's established. We're trying to sort out some truths, stuff that we always kind of took for granted as being fair or equal, and we're starting to realize it's not so fair and equal. Okay. Again, this is a hard thing to look at, except you're looking at a more, I believe, spiritual and or holistic point of view, and then also technicals about fairness and balance. So I'm assuming this is you, because I already see you doing some hard work back here, and then you also showed me that King of Swords over here. So, oh my goodness, you are incorporating a lot of information at this time. Hitting your heart, why this hurts so bad, and then now I see you looking at a more official situation, something that you feel really committed to. Spiritually and then possibly legally. Libra here as well. And it's kind of like, what lies have I been telling myself about fairness and spiritual fairness? Is this fair? Is this fair to me? Is this fair to me as a person and my higher sense of self and what I believe in and what I put myself forward to? Is this what I stand up for? Who am I really in this? A lot of deep questions, my friend. Again, I give you full credit. There are no answers yet. This is heavy contemplation, and it's happening now. In more than one arena in your life. This one's a little more private, and it hits the heart hard. This one has more to do with the overall sense of fairness for you and your life, your spiritual self and higher calling, what it is you're meant to do, who and what it is you're meant to commit to. You're looking at all these things and the kind of stuff that perhaps you always took for granted, okay, or you always assumed was true, or you told yourself was true about the fairness of this commitment, and is it really? Is it the best representation? What lies have you been telling yourself in order to stay committed to it, or that you signed up to it to begin with? All of it. It's very comprehensive. I could take this portion alone, okay, and crack it down for another 10-15 minutes, but we don't have that time. So again, I applaud you just in the overall sense of things. Two of Pentacles. Show me that Two of Pentacles, please. Show me that Two of Pentacles. The old back and forth, not my favorite, I'm not going to lie, but I also, given this situation, I think it's understandable. There are times when the Two of Pentacles must occur, and this is absolutely one of those times. I am not an avid fan. I've made that very clear. But there are also times, even I have to admit, that we get into those spaces where we must go back and forth. Point is, just don't get lost in it. Don't get stuck in it. Be determined to have a conclusion. That's the only thing I would ask of you. Okay? Yeah, we're weighing up some pros and cons, all right. Let me tell you what. Show me that Two of Pentacles, please. Show me that Two of Pentacles. Show me that Two of Pentacles. Show me that Two of Pentacles. That's a lot of confusion. And it says, is this over? The world. You haven't made up your mind. You're still asking yourself a lot of questions. A lot. You're going to have to dig deep on this one, honey. You're going to have to dig deep on this one. You're going to be very close, and I mean by a fraction of a fucking hair. There will be part of you that is tempted to stay stuck in this without any decision or determination indefinitely, and there's a part of you that very much wants to be unstuck. You get to decide who wins. Not me, not tarot. You. No one can decide this but you. Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the world. You know this is going to come down to you, right? If you know that you are in approximation, a commitment to someone who is unhappy but is there for stability reasons, and they have no interest in improving themselves unless they're under threat to do so, and you know that, because they're not going to change. I've seen this for you before, where you're attached to some sort of shapeshifter. They're there, they're solid, except they're not. They're not happy, but pretend that they are. Especially when you drop hints that you're not doing so well. And you go back and forth, back and forth. That's what I'm saying. I don't want you to get lost in it. It's so tempting to do this. Honey. You know. You know. It's just... you have to want to know. And somebody's about to knock on my damn door. Oh, nope. Yeah, they left a flyer. Yay! Okay, I was about to say, I got interrupted. Was it Virgos? Like twice? Somebody. No, I got pissed. I want to say it was Virgos. Anyway. Because it's hard to say, when somebody interrupts me, I know what to do. I know what I'm like. But yours is obviously much more serious. There's a time when we all must man up, woman up, and be just honest with ourselves. You know, one of my favorite authors said, if you want to be a good writer, you must write such as that you are using a pen, such as a knife. In other words, you cut yourself till you bleed. Now, I know that sounds a little hardcore, but the idea is that if you want your most authentic words and your most authentic self on the page, your most authentic life written, the book that you write, you indeed must bleed and pour all of it out of you. Otherwise, you're just reading someone else's book. I'm not advocating self-harm. It's a metaphor, guys. I hope you understand that. But technically speaking, given the audience and sometimes the people I have to work with online, yes, I have to clarify. And I even have that motto on my wall print and a poster. Write until you bleed, so long as it's your most authentic story, and that means getting really fucking real with yourself. I don't know why they showed me this, other than the fact that it got you thinking really hardcore. The fact that this got passed up isn't really the point at this time. It was powerful. It did its job. Whether or not it'll come back into your life, I could not say. But it did do its job. It got you thinking, baby. And that's what I want to impress upon you. You might see it as a missed opportunity and that it hurts and that it might have been everything. Maybe it was. But I'm telling you, it's teaching you what it is that you don't want and things that you have to get confrontational with yourself about. That was its job. That's what its purpose, and that's what you're unraveling right fucking now. So that Three of Wands, still non-conclusive, although, yes, for some of you it is a distinct possibility. Yeah. Okay, show me that Three of Wands, please. Show me that Three of Wands. Oh my God. So, what scenario is it exactly that you can absolutely put no more work into? That you are no longer emotionally present for? What is it that you can no longer honestly say that you are clocking in for and that you mean it? Show me that Three of Wands. Show me that Three of Wands. Show me that Three of Wands, please. Show me that Three of Wands. Show me that Three of Wands. So Four of Cups is in you. Knight of Wands. Ace of Wands. You are slowly but surely, it may not seem like it because you're so entrenched in this. It may not seem like it, but you are slowly coming out of that state of lethargy and disappointment and upsetness. You're showing me some sort of energetic pickup in another direction. I don't know why. I don't know what's calling you. I don't know what's inspiring you, but you want to put energy towards it. It might be what you call a temporary fix energy, okay? Especially if you're not done exploring the disappointment and you're not ready to really confront this for what it is. Some of you might be trying to find energy for relief, and that might be why you're looking out on the horizon. This is looking like it's a temporary fix to a long-term thing. In other words, I need to have a spike of energy to make me feel good in order to get out of this Four of Cups. That is going to be a temporary band-aid. It is not going to stick with you very well. We already saw that. Now, I had something cross you that was a long-term thing. It was a long-term solution. It was. It really was. But it did get you thinking. It wasn't this person's job to save you or solve you. It got you thinking about how unhappy you have been. And I know, honey, bless you, you're trying to get very confrontational with yourself, but you're nowhere near the conclusion of that decision yet. It's going to take time. For some of you, it's 2 years. Possibly a year. So while you're out there looking on the horizon, by all means, energy influx, take yourself out, have some fun. But this is still going to be there if you don't resolve it. In other words, it's still non-conclusive. I am, of course, terribly curious about what this represents, but I think the key to solving this, what is it you are no longer emotionally attached to, but you punch in and out of it with effort, but you kind of wish you didn't? What was the real problem here? This? Or this? I don't know. I'm terribly curious about this person who crossed your timeline. I don't know if they'll ever be back. I think they did their job as some sort of soul bond to teach you. Yes, it could have been, of course. But also where you are, and that you have to make a decision between where you are and where it is you could be. All I see for you is temporary relief in terms of feel-good things, feel-good energy. But it's not a long-term solution, that Four of Cups. Okay. Patience, time, healing. How so? Queen of Swords, strength. In connection to what, please? Chariot, you, moving forward. You'll make a determination to move forward in time, but you're going to need more patience to do so. As well as healing. In other words, you have to know unequivocally that you moving forward is right for you. I agree. You have to know. Otherwise, you will always second guess yourself, and you will always doubt yourself. And even if you tried to leave it now, you'd come back tomorrow because you're not ready. You're not. You have to know you're ready. So please don't be like, oh God, I'm ending this tomorrow, because you'll just come back the next day. You're not ready. You have to know that you're ready. Okay. There's probably some levels of codependency in here, especially if that person has a certain ride in place about stability and everything being squared away, family and friends, and we're deeply rooted here. Me personally, I'm unhappy, but don't worry about that. Although I'll look happy if I feel threatened. Yeah, that's codependency, fear. Fear to move on. Fear to reach for the stars, the real desires, the real hopes, the real dreams, the real wishes, desires. Feeling like we're being held back from our dream by someone else, we insist we can't see it. Yeah, all that. You have to know what you want before you can do it, which is true for anyone. It's just yours is a much larger picture. Okay. Okay. No need to hurry. Like I said, you're not ready. 3 months, something might significant happen within the next 3 months. What that is, I could not say. I don't know. As for some of you, not all of you. October might be important for some reason. Does that line up with 3 months? Yeah, roughly. October might be important. I don't know why. I admit I was focusing on this when I saw that. My mind just kind of slipped over there to whoever that soul bond is. But there might be something in there around October with that person, whichever that is. Okay. J, the medallion of Sagittarius, the Pegasus, masculine freedom, pride, that sense of I can take off, I'm the master of my own destiny, I can write my own story, I can spread my wings and fly, that kind of thing. Wanting to take off like that. Particularly if some of you have Sag in one of your prominent rising. Some of you. That's important. It could be one of the connections of Sag as well. J, S, 2 J's and an S. Okay, and the dragon that's upside down, afraid to take initiative, leadership, action, lack of fire, lack of passion, lack of direction. Okay. That ability to kind of get out of our head and know what we're going to do and mean it. Okay. Or, like I did, it could be that person's energy as well. Yes, I know the foundation's important. The Ten of Pentacles is here. I don't deny that. I know. Gecko, more that fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, and also confirmation of Gecko in, and then Scorpio's medallion. Any of your energies here could be either Sag, Scorpio, or you might have some very key placements there. Okay. All right, Cancer, honey, I know this one was complicated. Yeah, I know. It's one of the reasons why I hate shortening the videos. I would like to take more time with it, but that's just not where we are. But I do hope this was enough to tell you that anyway, you're not ready to make a decision. You'd probably reverse it. Not because you're flaky or inconsistent, it's just because you're not prepared. There's still a lot of things that you are uncovering. Whatever this soul bond is, help prompt it. It helped prompt it. I'm not accusing you of not taking it. You weren't in a position to. Strong as it was, as beautiful as it was. It puts you in a position of understanding things differently, painful as they are. Just do be careful with that. I get nervous when I see people who are very hurt and upset and disappointed, and they immediately or kind of quickly get inflated by something that seems exciting, but it wears off, and that's because it's a temporary band-aid. So I just want you to be aware of that. I really want you to challenge yourself to dig deep. Is this an actual representation of fairness and balance and commitment, or is that what you've been telling yourself for God knows how long? Because this Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords stuff isn't going to cut it. Not for long term. Not if you want to be happy. Your person, whoever the hell this is, they're not happy. Then by God, they show it when they feel that they have to. And that makes me nervous. That's that inconsistency I don't like. I'm saying what I need to say or acting like how I need to act in order to push through whatever this difficult period is. And then it goes back to being miserable and self-interested, or just all about the material world. The love is lacking. The sincerity of love and passion. The real motivation why you have a 10 of Pentacles or a 6 of Pentacles with anyone at all is lacking. It's like, great, you're putting down bricks with me, but why? Because this is a fun hobby for you? Or are you in it to win it, babe? Well, let me tell you, I don't just put bricks down with anybody. It's got to fucking mean something, right? So what's the point? Alright, that's enough. I do hope this helped, like I said. I will see you for your Sunday shuffle. Or your next full-length message, which is in 2 weeks. I hope this helped. Take care. Be well.